Hello, everyone, and welcome to CineQuest Video. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the finale of a franchise that has been going on for way too long at this point. The Conjuring Last Rites. So, The Conjuring Last Rites stars Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga, and is directed by... I believe it's Michael Chavez. I believe is the correct one. Michael Chavez, Michael Chaves, whatever you want to. I'm not sure.
Whatever.
Chaves. I don't know if he's a Latin gentleman, so I really can't necessarily attribute that. That spelling is unfamiliar to me. So there's that. We have quite a few things to say probably about this. I know I do, and they're not good. They're not good at all. All right, so. We'll get to it. So, this is supposed to be the last film in the Conjuring universe, phase 1, from what I've read. I don't even want to talk about what's going to come out after that. Whatever the fuck that means. All right.
Is this the Conjuring Avengers coming up? Where's
who the hell knows? Who knows? Right?
Who's going to be Thanos? Is it going to be the nun or the fucking doll?
Oh, Annabelle? Nah.
Yeah.
So. Roland actually just got of watching this one. I saw it 2 days ago, and I did see it late night. And I'm going to tell you right now, it was a bit excruciating for me to watch this movie.
You went pretty late, and
11 o'clock.
That was before. Yeah, that was even before I knew how long this.
And that is also because I had worked a full shift, drove about 45 minutes home, took a chill, ate some tacos. And then drove over there without any sort of caffeine. So there was no caffeine in me. I was exhausted. Oh. And people sat next to me, and you know how I feel about that. Strangers, you know. And they had the nerve. They had the nerve to look at me like I was like, how dare they sit next to me? There was nobody in my row when I bought my tickets.
You always get fucked over somehow. Except when I go with you. Then I get screwed.
Yeah.
You figure out some way.
Maybe that's why
you get like 2 seats away or some shit.
This was a moment in time where I was like, Roland should have been with me here because like this would not have occurred to me.
I could take the
so you could take the heat on that,
and you can enjoy the fucking movie.
Enjoy the movie. Yeah, let's say that. But so this one is supposed to be the ending of our friends and family, Edward and Warren, the paranormal investigators, controversial, infamous. All right. This is supposed to be their last case, apparently, with one of the most terrifying cases, the one that caused the end of their career, or like this was just too much for them. Bullshit.
It was the one that tied it all together.
My God, dude. I'm going to tell you right now, even from the very beginning of this movie, I was rolling my eyes. You know, like I've never felt so much sass in a movie when I was watching this one. I was just like, oh God, oh my God, really?
Yeah.
Like, these are the choices they're making. And then there's something I did not know before going into this movie, right? Because sometimes I don't care about who's directing it.
No.
I was like, Michael Chavez, whatever his name is. Who is this person? Yeah. Who is this person and what has he directed? Ah, I see. The Conjuring. The Devil Made Me Do It. One of my the movie that pissed me off so much when I saw it.
But wait, there's more. Yeah,
there's more. Yes, please let us know, Roland. What is this?
The Nun 2.
Oh, we reviewed that, and that sucked balls too.
And The Curse of La Llorona.
That movie blew ass. All right,
I should have seen it.
And to be fair,
I could have understood how much.
Probably, but listen. To be fair about La Llorona, there has not been a good La Llorona movie made ever that I've ever seen. In fact, they've only gotten worse. This was actually the better one, I thought, of all of them. All right, but it still sucked. All right, and then
I think it's rated the lowest.
Well, the thing is that like as far as like probably in this franchise, the Conjuring universe, the Conjuring cinematic universe, it may be it may be rated the lowest, but as far as a La Llorona movie, it's probably ranked at the top, but that's not the top of a fucking nice. It's like the top of a shit hill, you know. You got that last piece of shit on top, and that's what
it's the cherry on the shit cake. You don't, you don't eat that cake. You throw it in the trash where it belongs.
Yeah, and I mean, remember,
or you send it to your enemies.
Yeah, we remember how we felt about The Nun too. All right.
Yeah, I love the little throwbacks that they had to all of the other Conjuring movies or whatever.
That's nice, Roland.
And that was because I haven't even seen most of them. You have, so you probably caught a shitload more. But I feel like there was quite a bit.
I've seen all of them. All of them. And mind you, that's me. Like I go watch these movies.
The box set. I'm gonna find you a steelbook box set.
Baby girl, if it's free, I'll take it.
Shit, I want to. You'll take it to your fucking grave. That's what you'll do.
Yeah, bury me with it. Yeah, do that. Yeah, no, man, like
it'll be your coffin. Shit, it'll fit you in a fucking thing.
Another thing about this one is like I didn't go into this movie thinking I was gonna see anything good.
No, absolutely fucking not. But you still warned me against watching this, and
I did.
When I told you, I was like, I want to know, because I obviously knew this was going to be bad, but I did like the trailer.
Yeah.
Even though obviously it gave out a lot of the good stuff. But yeah, it was pretty fucking disappointing.
Yeah. It was boring.
It was absolutely so fucking boring, man. Oh, it was. That's the problem with this. There's so much here that should be good about this. Except that it is sinfully fucking boring. Like
now, if this was like if this was a person directing these types of movies for the first time, I would have more leeway or be a little bit lax on like some of this because frankly, like I would assume it's studio notes that are giving him,
and here's the thing,
that they're giving him.
I want to ask you really quick while it's fresh in my brain. Old Hag, what'd you think of that? Did it tickle your nips at all?
Did nothing for me.
No.
That's how you know it's bad.
And that's exactly what I figured. There's one point where that bitch is like straight up in the middle of the road.
Yeah, I was like, shit? Yeah, the guy's driving, he sees it, and he's like, whoa. Dude, like, these were the cheapest.
Ran the bitch over.
These were the cheapest jump scares I've seen in a long time in these movies, right? I mean, they're so cheap. There was no tension. There was no tension.
I wanted to like the subtle ones, with like eyes glowing or like little hands or like crawling on a ceiling where you see bits and pieces. Like I like that, except they just kept doing it like over and over.
And they will do it
a million times. Oh, cool! Somebody's standing there in the dark. Let me guess, they're gonna turn on the lights and nobody's there. Fuck off! Like
I've only accepted these jump scares, so to speak, in like the very first like Conjuring. And second one, and possibly the Insidious movies, only because I feel like it wasn't done as, is the word egregiously in any of these. At first, but like now it's just a formula.
It isn't as boring.
It's not. They're just overdoing it. They've overdoing it. They've overdone it. It's played out. It's cliche. It's to shit. Like they got to move on to do something else. All right. They have to. And the fact that they and the other thing that bothers me is not even the fact that of like all these special effects and how I just think they're kind of not good. Even if they were practical, like I couldn't tell the difference.
Some of them are good. A lot of them weren't.
But yeah, my gripe has carried on from Conjuring, The Devil Made Me Do It, which is the relationship between Ed and Lorraine Warren. Oh man.
This is tying it all together like a I was gonna say like a good rug, would tie the room together, except someone took a shit on the rug.
Yeah, and we're spreading the shit out on the rug. They're like, oh, it still kind of blends into the color. It blends in with the color. It's all right, Don't mind the smell.
Like, no, don't get the soap. Get the spoon. Wait, no.
What did you think about the relationship between Ed and Lorraine Warren?
So I liked it only because like they're decent enough actors. But
that's what
but this shit was so boring because it was like a separate sort of movie watching them with their little lovey-dovey crap all the time. Mm-hmm. Like, yay, that's so like, why did I need to see that shit in the end as well too? Them like, I had a vision with everything being wonderful. Like, what?
Yeah.
This is supposed to be a horror movie, or what I was hoping to be.
Yeah.
And then it ends all just like, yay. And then they also say how they died later. I'm like, eh.
I
don't care.
I know enough now about Ed and Lorraine Warren. What I didn't, what some stuff I didn't know prior to watching the very first Conjuring movie, and I mean, they were kind of mythical figures for me growing up because I just know them. I knew them as paranormal investigators, like very famous ghost hunters, so to speak. And then you find out later, as you do every other ghost hunter out there, they're probably con artists in some way or fashion. You know.
Yeah.
I mean,
or
you could
maybe
probably,
if they weren't, they ended up that way. I don't know.
Yeah, like they lived long enough to and did enough cases to become like the enemy or something, or the villain, so to speak.
There we go.
Yeah, Zach Baggins is already on his villain arc already too, so I'm pretty sure we'll get his bullshit story. But I mean,
but we've got so much more of that because that guy is going to be around for.
I'm waiting for the Zach Baggins version of the Conjuring universe. You know, they're gonna just incorporate him, thick glasses, respirator on his fucking mouth, like he's fucking Bane or something.
All the bad shit is gonna happen to Aaron too. Like Zach's gonna be there, like the priest.
My guy, it's already happened to Aaron, right? It's already happened. It's happening currently.
It's just gonna keep happening, and he's gonna get fucking ragdoll, like floating around. He's like Aaron's gonna have like the triple threat. You know, he's gonna vomit and shit and pissing himself at the same time.
Yeah,
he's gonna be like only he's gonna be spinning in place like the mirror at the end of the movie. Spoiler.
Zach is gonna like take in the evil and then he's just gonna shit it out onto Aaron, and then Aaron's just gonna get like the brunt of all the beatings and shit.
He's gonna be like, out of me, demon.
Yeah.
It's just getting blasted.
Yeah, some kind of green mist comes on him. He's like, ah. Anyways. As far as the story is concerned in this movie, we focus too much on the Warrens and like their family and their daughter and her growing up and getting married. That was annoying as hell to me, and I didn't care about the family.
It was almost like a separate movie. Like, that's what this seemed like. Like two movies, like a movie about the Warrens, and then they threw in like highlights or whatever from that other haunting that kind of happened. It wasn't really. It didn't really seem, even though it was prefaced that way, this is the last, case they took. This is like so evil, them, blah blah blah. And I was so like, this is nope.
There's a scene because like it kind of revolves around a mirror, right? And it's usually like whenever they have like mirrors in horror movies, they don't. I mean, they have some kind of like weird they see stuff portal kind of effect, portal effect, or like something comes through it, or like I didn't really see like this had that kind of, but like at the end
it only does it like really in the trailer.
Brief, and the thing is, it's like I felt like they didn't know how to end this, so like they decided to make the mirror spin.
So like I was thinking earlier, like what kind of vibes is this dumb shit giving me? Because I'm laughing at that point at this stupid thing ridiculously spinning in place, and I was like, this feels like I'm watching, like a budget Evil Dead movie or something. This is terrible. Like this is a really cheeseball. Like what the fuck is going on? And that was because up until that point, that ending scene was actually decent. It's like, all right, let's get ridiculous. And then, all right, nope. The fucking thing was just spinning in place.
It looked like at some point, like I was kind of like chuckling to myself in my seat whenever like towards the ending, like they're kind of all battling the mirror together, and it's just like they're just trying to push. It's like they're like trying to push a piece of furniture. Like it's just so heavy. Everybody push against it. I felt like they didn't know how to end this movie, and that's what kind of like made it. On top of that, made it fall flat. The fact that I didn't really care about the family that was going through it, because we didn't get there, like most of them, like to the very last battle, which is almost like 3/4 of the way into the movie, and we only got like snippets of them. And on top of that, like I don't recall. Maybe you can help me with this, because I don't recall them going through any of the backstory of why things were haunted. I mean, the only thing I thought to myself initially when I first saw the house, I was like, oh, maybe that mining factory over there has something to do with this like haunting. Like maybe they're all like hallucinating from like the poison that they're getting. I was just like,
no.
Maybe it was the poison water, or maybe like some kind of like something in the air that they were all breathing, that they're all like fucking One other thing that did also bother me, just before I forget this part. Oh man, this one made me cringe so hard. Is whenever like it's towards the end, and then like they find out that their daughter has decided to kind of help this family, even though they've kind of like resisted because Ed has a bad heart. They don't want to die or anything.
Oh, I can't do it.
They get out of their car, and then you hear the whispers of everyone. Oh man, it's Ed and Lorraine Warren. It's Ed and Lorraine Warren. As they walk to the house, I was like, bull fucking shit that ever happened. And of course, I'm pretty sure most of this didn't happen. But that specifically, I go, they had to make them like almost like the saviors coming in to help. Everyone knows about ghosts. Everyone knows about they come and help families, and they're coming in like celebrities. Oh man, it's Ed and Lorraine Warren, and they're coming in just so fucking focused to come in and get their daughter. I was like, fuck this movie, dude.
Let me come in on my horse.
Yeah.
Give me a break. Yeah, I really thought that was annoying, and just it was very cheesy. But I want to think aside from that it was mostly I mean, this kind of was a period piece, right? Like it's
supposed to take place in the 80s, I believe.
Yeah. In the 80s, yeah. It starts in the 60s and then it goes to the 80s. That's right.
Yeah.
So I liked that it kind of looked the part for the mostly. And I liked the family actually, kind of, because they all fit like the cheeseball, like scared shitless family, possession family.
Yeah, but I wanted more of them.
Not the Lorraines. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted more of that family.
That girl vomiting glass shards. I was like,
cool,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I went to take a piss right before the mom got thrown down the stairs, though. And when I got back, I saw her being wheeled out in the ambulance. I immediately okay, she probably got. And then they were like, yeah, so pushed her down the stairs, and I fucking yawned hard. I really did, and a couple of times for the movie, but that's the one I remember. I think like in particular, I went to take a piss. I came back, saw that, and it's like, yep.
Well,
also,
no, go ahead.
Another scene that I was thinking about was again like the priest, the last scene of what's his face.
That was cool. I like that part.
It was, and I was like, finally something interesting. But like right before he goes up to that room, he walks in, and I saw those stairs in that building, and I immediately thought, all right, is he gonna be thrown or is he gonna fucking drop? Like, what's it gonna be? Like, he's dying in those fucking from those stairs.
Well, see that part was like
nicely disappointed at first.
Well, like when that scene occurred, I was just like, finally, something that seems somewhat evil in this movie,
Right.
Like, that was cool.
The damn cross bursting into flames, the guy's blistered hand dropping it, and he's just like, no, and then boom, instant possession.
Yeah, all I needed was like a fucking Russell Crowe to show up and be just like play like he's like the stand-in priest or something.
Yeah, it's okay. I play a priest on TV. Jesus Christ,
man, like
that was such a terrible plot.
This kind of like just follows the tropes that I hated ever since I think after part 2, The Conjuring Part 2, because there's only a few since then that I've liked. And as we've seen right now, or we discussed earlier, the films directed by this particular director, I did not like at all. Especially, I hated probably the most.
How many of them has Patrick Wilson been in?
I think he's been in most of them in some form or fashion. I don't like, as far as the spin-offs are concerned, I know he's been in some of the Annabelle, but like they're like cameos. I don't recall entirely, but the only one I liked of that one was Annabelle Creation. I did like that one.
I think he's in Annabelle Comes Home.
Yeah, I think like for like a second, like they're like fixing the car or something, and then something happens because they have the Annabelle doll in the back seat or whatever. But yeah, man, it was exactly what I expected. I don't like this movie at all. I hope to strike any of these movies from any, like if they show up in a box set, Roland, for gratis, I mean, I'll take it. But I would never personally purchase anything that had anything from like 3, 4, Devil That Made Me Do It, The Last Rites. In fact, I believe I still have it written down. Like I had scripted out and noted a bunch of things that I hated about The Devil Made Me Do It, because I was going to do a review on it, and I tried to record it like 3 times, but I was just so pissed off through the whole movie. I mean, through the whole review, I was like, I'm just going to scrap it and just not even bother with this one, you know? Especially because I was talking to the camera and I was just kind of like stumbling and kind of just saying like, "Oh, I hate this movie. Fucking hate it. I fucking hate this movie."
Yeah. But that's important, Ray. All that emotion, that expression, lost.
Yeah, but I mean, I thought to myself, I was like,
"Why?" Give that to the fan.
No, I was like, why am I getting so angry about this fucking movie? You know,
because it's just so fucking disappointing.
This one didn't upset me as much because I felt like I knew I was gonna get some of that, and I was like, you know what, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to go in disappointed, and that was fine. I was, but I wasn't, because it's exactly what I expected. Right? I didn't expect anything more. I didn't really expect anything less.
You know, I was hoping for a lot of bad dialogue and just like
there was not as much, but there was.
And but not in the kind that I can enjoy. It was just boring. They tried to shoot it like an actual, I don't know, an actual movie, but you know, with the family, the Lorraine family, but it was just
the
boring.
Lorraine family.
The Lorraine family, god damn it. The Warrens,
yeah. I'll be honest with you. I would prefer to see like a straight up documentary about their lives rather than watch these movies. You know what I mean? Where they could like where there's like people they're talking about the cases and stuff, because that would probably be more eerie and scary, almost like an extended Unsolved Mysteries.
There at the end, I think you get a little bit of that at the end of the movie.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I would prefer to watch that instead. You know?
Yeah.
No, again, like I said, like after all these years of following Ed and Lorraine Warren, I've read some of their books. They're bad.
Yeah,
they're really badly written. I think like a few years ago, I read Ghost Hunters. I think I read Werewolf and like maybe another one. But after that, I was like, I can't go any further.
We could always do Books of the Strange.
We could, I think we should do that, probably like the Ghost Hunting one, Ghost Hunters. But yeah, man, even as you're reading it, which is strange enough, like it was after I saw the first Conjuring movie that I read one of the books, and I was like, I wonder how entertaining these are. They're not. All I saw was like glaring holes in all their explanations. I was like, they're fucking lying. You know, from their own mouth or their own written word, I was like, this is bullshit. They're lying to this whole thing. Like, this is like such nonsense what they're saying. And I was like, oh my God, this is I should have never read these books. You know, I would have preferred to live in the myth of Ed and Lorraine Warren. Granted, I'm pretty sure some YouTuber has already come out with a video of like debunking everything they've ever done. And I mean,
probably.
Yeah. And I would have preferred to probably live in the realm of them coming out probably. Maybe they were in an Unsolved Mysteries, you know, that particular episode, or they were guests on Coast to Coast, RIP Art Bell, you know, who knows? But I don't know, man. Like, I just feel like this was not a good send off for these characters. I do like, and I will, as much as I don't like the ending of these movies, I do like Vera Farmiga and Patrick Wilson as actors. So
yeah,
them playing these characters, like I do like them as it, even though they're cheesy, and like Vera Farmiga like looks at Patrick Wilson with loving eyes.
The Smurls were cool too. I mean, as acting goes.
Yeah.
The Smurl family.
Yeah, they weren't too bad. I don't have anything bad to say about the actors in this movie because they do put on the performance. My issues are with the story and like basically just the overall film itself and how boring it is. Like, I know they're gonna come in and give 100%, maybe more, but it's unfortunate that they're giving like not the greatest material to work with. So
yeah.
So, Roland, any last thoughts on the Conjuring Last Rites before we sign off here? And we give our rating.
I hate to say it, Ray. I mean, I know this never happens, right? That you were right about this. I should have saved my money and just waited for the stream or the steel book or box set or whatever the hell that they're gonna release before they get into phase 2. Oh, come on. It's gonna.
Who cares?
So whatever. I was hoping to at least be mildly amused by this. Instead, I was absolutely bored.
Yeah, me too.
I thought about leaving, but I was like, no. And I didn't come home either. I went after work. I was like,
that's
all right,
hilarious
I could
that you
either
said
drive.
That.
Yeah.
Because I thought about leaving
I went
too.
After work.
I thought about walking out of that fucking movie. I was like, am I literally going to walk out right now?
Yeah.
You want to know what stopped me?
I think it was like 20 minutes in, actually. I didn't get very far before I was already like, I could be at home right now.
this is the only reason I didn't walk out, Roland, right? One, because people sitting next to me. Two, it was after work, so my was kind of sore. My legs were kind of just stiff from sitting there. And I was like, this is going to be a struggle to get up, and I ain't getting up in front of these people. So I stood there.
I'm not struggling.
I'm not struggling to get up and embarrassing myself in front of all these people. So like, I'm gonna just sit here and let this thing play out.
Also, yeah, I might as well. The lesser of two bullshits. No, there was nobody in my theater, and I was still just like, fuck, and I spent a couple of dollar dues, because I was like, damn it, I'm gonna get some food while I'm here.
Yeah, well, let me get out one last thing before we give our ratings for this movie. Last I heard, this morning, this movie had made like 184 million just on the weekend. Almost 200 million. Apparently, one of the biggest horror movie openings ever. How?
The hell?
How?
The fuck you say?
The only thing that can come out of this that is good is that, one, they make more horror movies. Right, which could be a good or bad thing depending on how you look at it. And two, the theaters and the studios know that horror makes money. So I mean, like I said, they'll probably greenlight
55 million. They just made that back.
Yeah, already, like one weekend.
I mean, in one fucking weekend, they made that back 4 times over.
And I mean the studios see like how horror does, even with those Terrifier movies, how they come out in droves to watch those fucking movies.
So the next one's supposed to be the last one or some such.
Yes,
right?
Yes, and I am waiting for that one. It's just I'm waiting for the gore fest because that's all it is. It's really just a gore fest.
Is it Terrifier in space or what? What are we calling this?
I think it's a Terrifier Halloween movie.
Okay.
Like Halloween based specifically. I guess I heard. I don't know for certain. But let's
maybe I'll watch it.
Let's give our ratings for this movie, and I'll go first, Roland, because I need to get this out immediately. Out of 5, I give this a 1.5 out of 5. There was literally about 2 or 3 scenes max in this movie that I enjoyed. Everything else I didn't really care for. Yeah, it can be difficult. But I wrote them down so I didn't forget. But I'll let the audience out there guess what they actually are, because I mean, they seem like the most genuine, like either scares or like, I think we discussed the priest scene. I did like. I'll let anyone else decide for the others. But 1 out of 5. I'm sorry, 1.5 out of 5 for me when it comes to this movie. Granted, The Devil Made Me Do It gave like a 0.5. So this one was actually scored higher than that one. But yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about a 0.5 rate, but then I was like, no, that's too edgy. It's too edgy. It's sounding deliberate. It's starting to sound deliberate, especially because you gave it that 1.5. And I don't want to be shitty, to the actors on the cast that were actually great, which is pretty much all of them. This movie sucks. Oh man, holy shit. How was I just looking at here? I'll give it a flat 1.
That one.
again, it started out so interesting. Like when they did like the subtle, not quite like you need to notice this thing that's in focus with the camera with everything else, but it's still a thing that you should see. Like, you know, right in the beginning when she is when Lorraine Warren is coming across the hanged ghost.
Yeah.
And like you just see the feet dangling behind her that are right up against the camera. I was like, that's a good shot. Like, all right.
Yeah, but give us more of something.
And then
like
they keep doing it more. Yeah, you know, well, like but then like it loses its effect when they just start doing more and more and more of it. And it just
but like
again, it gets boring, and I'm like, fuck, how do you do that?
Well, like you said, there's these movies have so much like potential just laid out in front of them, and then they go for like the cheap shit, and that's what I don't like about it. Is because like they have a story there, they have a basis for a pretty decent story, but yet they decide to either focus on something else, and then at the last minute they're like, well, we got to put in these like beats of jump scares, and it's just
too much
boom, and
then jump scares and beats and all that.
And then again, the dialogue's not that great.
They scare the shit out of people by just putting like a hand on someone's shoulder, you know, and it slowly disappears. I'm like, good, you fucking idiots! How do you keep shitting the bed on that?
They got lazy.
So look, frustrating.
Whoever's producing, I'm pretty sure James Wan. I'm pretty sure he's like that's why I enjoyed like that other movie he did, like Malignant. You know, that's really like just off the fucking wall and shit.
Yeah,
like these movies just got lazy, and like they all fit a certain like tonally, cinematically. They're okay. They're fine. You know, they carry this kind of like dark tone to them. You know, they're all kind of like, I don't know, what is it, like real like dark fall color looking colors, like especially like with
those what are those, like earth tones or
like
whatever,
real like dirty earth tones, if that makes any sense. But yeah, I mean, I like that, but I just feel like they just, when it comes to the story and it comes to the characters, they just at some point they don't really know what to do with them enough to make the story interesting. Personally speaking, I mean, I'm fine with Ed and Lorraine Warren initially, but like at some point, I don't care about their love story because I know it's not real, because it's way too much. It's like a soap opera. Like she's just so in love with Ed Warren. He's such the greatest fucking guy, and I'm like, you're overdoing it. You're overdoing it, you know. And again, I no shade to Patrick Wilson.
Too soap opera-y.
No shade to them.
Great,
I just think they're great.
Just like I don't need none of this.
It's just too much.
A fucking romance bullshit. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I believe you already. I get it.
For 2 hours 15 fucking minutes, I don't need that shit, man.
This should have been a tight 90.
Knock it down to an hour and a half.
Tight 90. This could have been a tight 90. No, tight 90. This could have easily, like, there was a lot of fluff, and I saw it too. Like, there's like long pauses where they're just walking towards each other and then they're talking about nothing. I'm like, cut it out. Cut this part out of this movie,
a lot of the shit between the daughter and her fiance or whatever, or like, you know, to be.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't care. He's not important. Oh, he's got a story. Oh, he was a cop. Cool. Why does that matter at all? It was more like just, you know, stuff about them. Like, fuck off, dudes.
Again, why we thought it was like almost two movies in one that they just tried to mash together.
Yeah, they just go into all their backstory is about like their problems and stuff, and like, that's what do you
and you know, the whole based on a true story element loses it for me, specifically even in this film. Whenever she gets kind of like entangled in all this, and I'm just like, that obviously
as a child,
that I was just like,
it waits patiently.
I go stop. I go like it stops being a based on a true story and stops being like some kind of like over the top fantastical thing that I have no basis in to get somewhat afraid of. Like, there's no fear that is attached to this.
There are figments of a true story in this. Figments. You know, it has elements of truth in it.
Yeah, I'm sure that part with part with Larry King was true. So I'm just like, okay, I just leave it. I go, hey, I just walked up. Hey, it's Larry.
I saw that just as I was walking out when he shows up in the credits. That's super funny.
Yeah, well, that'll be it for our review, our scathing review of The Conjuring, The Last Rites. Not the best way to send off these characters, but hey, you know, I didn't write the movie. I didn't make the movie.
Whatever.
So,
right.
And they're just characters. So let's take this rage and this anger and put it into something positive.
Yeah, like you did.
Yeah.
That first recording time, that first time around.
Maybe I should buy one of those.
Now.
Maybe I should buy one of those Mandela coloring books and really channel my my meditations into that. To really find peace.
Yeah, you get a discount.
Yeah, let's not mention that. All right. No one needs to know that. All right, that'll be it for us.
Got sale coming up.
Yeah. Like and subscribe and do all that other cool stuff. And it's horror. October's coming up, so we should have more horror things to talk about. There's a lot of movies coming out, and I know there's more movies coming out.
Fun shit.
This the rest of September, so hopefully we can get those reviews out as well. And we'll see you next time.
Yep. Peace.